Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Angela and I am an Aussie book reader. First and foremost, before we get into this video, I do want to have a small apology for the lack of energy at the end of last video. As you know, I do struggle with my mental health, and after the bushfire I was extremely flat for about 3 days. So apologies for that. Hopefully you can understand and be kind. It's just when you feel crap, you've got to feel crap. But I haven't had a panic attack in probably close to 3 years, and after having to be evacuated, had a panic attack, hence the lack of energy. So I hope you guys do please forgive me. So please, thank you very much. So this week what I wanted to do with you guys is I wanted to try and tackle my physical TBR. As you can see, some of the books behind me, I do have some of my books that I have purchased either secondhand or some of them have been brand new. One of the ones that I haven't yet to tackle yet was some of the Chestnut Springs. I know, how dare I. So I read on Monday Heartless by Elsie Silver. This was another 5 stars. This was really great considering after last week was a very average reading week, so this was actually really good to get. I don't know what it is about the single daddy nanny trope that gets me every time. I sort of really love when the nanny falls in love with the kid first before they start falling in love for the main character. It just gets me, and I'm a puddle. So I absolutely adored this. 5 stars. I will want to go to the next books, but here's one of the things that I have been extremely scared of trying to tackle. Due to unpopular opinion, I didn't particularly like Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. I know, shocker. I just, don't get me wrong, I didn't mind ACOTAR. Most of them were okay. There was one or two of the Throne of Glass series that I actually did enjoy. I just found it really seemed to drag. This is my personal opinion, so don't come for me. This is my opinion. Reading is subjective, as you all know. And I really struggled to get through the last 3 books, especially once we hit the tandem read. And I really struggled to get through them, and I felt like it was really, really dragging. Personal opinion aside, I have been really scared to start the Crescent City series, so I want to try and tackle this week. I have got the other 2, so I have got the trilogy here. I want to try and tackle them this week, so we'll see, because I am in the mood for some sort of fantasy, and I know this is urban fantasy, and these guys are chunkers. They're not the original covers, I don't believe, but, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know. I'm still learning about what ones are and what ones are not. So will you guys come and join me this week to see if I can tackle some of my physical TBR, and let's try doing Crescent City. Catch you soon. Okay, we're back from the library. I've got me a big stack. I always do this to myself. But do you think I'm going to get through it this week? Probably not. Alright, here's what I got anyway. Good Spirits by B.K. Morrison. This has been on my list over Christmas. It wasn't at the library, so do I care that it's March and I want to read a Christmas book? No. Am I looking forward to it? Yes. I don't know what this one is, but this is Raiders of the Lost Heart. Pretty funny title, but I have seen this one. So it's a very short little book, so we'll see how that one goes. Amy Jimenez, again, I liked her last time, so let's say you'll remember me and see how I go with this. But what I probably will jump straight into, because I am in my sports romance era, is Play Along with Lace Top 40. So I think I'll start with this, and see how many of these I can get through this week. Who knows? Catch you soon. Hey everyone, it's Thursday. Yesterday I devoured both of these, so Play Along and Good Spirits, and they're both 5 stars. After having a DNF of the Crescent City series, I really needed this. So these are really good. Of course, you know, I'm going to talk about Play Along first because I read that one first. My camera died. How rude. Where was I? Sorry if it's different quality too, because I have been using a different camera. I just was trialing out something. So if this is better quality, let me know. This is on my phone. Anyway, where was I? As I was saying, Play Along, 5 stars. Yeah, I'm sort of like every single one of the Windy Cities series so far has been an absolute fantastic read. Like, I love the found family in this. No, I'm not a sports girly, but hey, sports era for sports romance is really doing it for me. So yeah, I will look forward to the next one of this, and we'll see how they pan out. But, next was Good Spirits, was another 5 star. Did I read a Christmas book in March? Yeah. Did I love this? Yeah. Would I recommend that you read this one? Yeah. Does it have to be Christmas? No. This was quite cute. I actually really enjoyed this one. This is the first B.K. Morrison book I have read, so I will look forward to reading a few others from this author, and we'll see how that one goes. And I probably will read today The Raiders of the Lost Heart, and we'll see how this one pans out, and I'll update you again soon, and we'll see how the rest of the week goes. Okay, not even 60-ish pages into Raiders of the Lost Heart, and there was a really funny scene that I just had to it just made me giggle and laugh, and I have a feeling that this might be another decent star rating, but we'll see. They're at an archaeological site, and our female main character has bought a vibrator, and the male main character is absolutely mortified that he's noticed that she's brought a vibrator to an archaeological dig. The sexual tension already. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I just thought I'd update you. It was just making me laugh already, and I love books that like hook me in the first couple of pages. That's fantastic. Update you again soon. Hey everybody, it's now Friday. This week has gone very fast with it being a short week this week. Yeah, so I finished last night Raiders of the Lost Heart. This was quite funny. I really liked the banter between the 2 main characters. Lots of sexual tension. It was okay, 3.5 stars. And I've also made a bit of a start on Say You'll Remember Me. I'm about 130 pages. I really am liking this. Like, the dementia rep in this is really cool to actually say. You don't hear or see a lot of that in a lot of books, so I'm enjoying that, and I will give you my thoughts and feelings on that a little bit later on. Peace out. Okay, alright, I've wrapped up everything. I just finished Say You Remember Me, and what a tearjerker. I really love that. 4.5 stars. Yeah, so I'm just gonna do a quick little wrap up going on. Okay, so here's my wrap up of my reading week. I had some pretty good reads in here. So we had 3 5-star reads in here this week, which is pretty cool. So I had Play Along by Liz Tomforty, Good Spirits by B.K. Morrison, Raiders of the Lost Heart by Joe Segura, Heartless by Elsie Silva, and Say You'll Remember Me by Amy Jimenez. 5 star, 5 star, 3.5, 5 star. What did I say? 4.5 for Say You Remember Me? Yeah, 4.5. There you go. My brain farted, but there you go. So, that's my week, guys. Originally what I had planned was trying to tackle some of my physical TBR, but hey, I was able to read some of my digital words. But hey, I was able to tackle some of my digital TBR, hoping that maybe I'll be able to get some of my physical TBR, and I still have no idea what I'm going to do with my copies of Cresent City, because I don't know if that's a book for me. How most unfortunate that I have decided to like not go ahead with Cresent City, especially after hearing the fact that Sarah J Maas is getting ACTA 6 and 7 this week. That was advertised, so coming out. So yeah, like the reason why I decided to like do this channel and make content is not only the fact that A, I'm unemployed, and B, have no one to talk to about books, but I really just wanted to like talk to somebody about books, even though this is a one-way conversation right now. If you guys are liking my content and enjoying my content, like, subscribe, and all that stuff. You know how YouTube works by now. And I just wanted to say, like, you know, I want this to be sort of like a conversation between two friends. And yeah, that's where I'm going with this. So anyway, this is a lot better reading week and a lot better emotional week for me. And again, I do apologize for last week with the video ending in such a downer. But yeah, like, I am in a much better place this week. I have laughed and giggled thanks to escaping into some really good books. This is why I think I enjoy romance a little bit more than some of the other books that I have read so far. If you guys have got any other good recommendations, I will try to get a hold of them. I'm only using my public library at the moment. As I said, I don't have a lot of funds right now, so that's what I'm using. I am using my public library, their resources, to get the books that I can. I can make the reservations if they've got the book. Sometimes they don't always have the book, which is annoying. But in saying that, I have been able to get some of my digital TBR down. But who knows what next week will bring. We'll see you then next week, guys. But as I said, like and subscribe and all that jazz, and happy reading.